Day three, OSE, baby. Day three, OSE. Hey, let me ask you a question. Does size matter? Does size matter? Now, I know your mind may be going in the gutter when people ask that question, but the real question is, does size matter? What I mean by size is, do you have something that you started, something that you want to do, something that you are willing to do, but you feel like it's at a small level? Or it's on a smaller scale than what you've seen it done at. I think a lot of times we can look at something and say, man, this is not what I thought. It's not as big, or I got a small business, or I got a small dream, right? It's so easy to look at these things and just pretty much look down on it because of the size. Or people do that to us. Oh, that little business you got. That's very disrespectful where I'm from. Like that you call something little like that. You don't say little, you say little. That little business you got. You still doing that little business, right? So the size matter, right? I think oftentimes we can take it into like pretty much just take it in that size, the size of something, and feel as if it's not growing or if it's not as grand because of the size. Today, me and my wife went to a church. We went and visited a church. And this church is, it seems to be a newer church. And it is small. It is small. It is probably about 10 to 20 people that go there. When we got there, it wasn't many people there. We were literally the first two people there outside of staff. So the staff was there, but we were the people that were not on staff that were there. Okay. So we were the first people of the congregation. There we go, to show up. And it was cool. They had a nice setup. Everything looked good. As the service started, more people started to show up. And me and my wife kept looking around, and we noticed that it was the maximum amount of people that showed up, I would say, is probably about 20 people. And it's a small church, and it's still very modern day, but it's just a small church, right? It's what we would consider, or what, honestly, if you look at research, is considered as a small church. And I was thinking to myself, man, how easy is it now for me or someone who just goes to these gatherings, these type of gatherings often, to get distracted by that? We can easily focus on, this is such a small church. Oh my God. Or even down to this, their audio. They didn't have like some grand band, some grand musicians. They played a track and they sang with the track, right? So it's so easy to get caught up in those things. It's so easy to get caught up in this is not what I'm used to. This is not what I thought it would be. This is not all those things, right? But let me tell you what kept me on track today. Hey guys, this is Miguel Devon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I also just started a new Instagram channel where you can keep up with me throughout the week as I post reels and just good, valuable content. Also, please make sure you share this video with somebody that you believe it will add value to their life so we can get this channel growing and glowing together. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Peace. What kept me on track today was, I remember a time where I didn't personally experience it, but I was right next to it. I remember a time where I was in another country, and I had the ability to go to church based on the location I was in. I had the ability to freely worship God and Jesus Christ in the location I was in. However, when I went out the four walls of that location I was in, there was other people that nobody in that country could actually openly confess that, hey, I'm a servant or a follower of Jesus Christ. It was actually illegal for them to do that. It was something that they would get looked down upon. There was hidden churches. I heard about it all the time, of the hidden churches in that area, of the things that people have to go through to be able to worship. So now that I'm in this in this small church, as we call it, why am I sitting here focused on the size of a church? Thank God that I can be here and don't have to worry about someone busting in here with guns. Thank God that I can be here and don't have to worry about someone arresting me when I walk out the door because I came to church today. So it's all about perspective. And that's what we're talking about for OSE, right? So be proud of me. Clap it up. Clap it up. change perspective immediately on site. Like I said, right? On site, change perspective right then and there. Did not get distracted by that because who cares about it being a small church? I'm here to worship Jesus. This is one-on-one, buddy, one-on-one. You know what I mean? So I'm here for that, right? But small beginnings, small things. I think the Christians got it right with this. I think the Christians got it right. They say, do not despise small beginnings. I think God looks at small beginnings and he rejoices with small beginnings. I feel like personally, if I was a father, let's just put it in perspective like this. And if you're a parent and you're watching this, let's put this in perspective. Why would you get upset that your kid just took 2 steps? Why would you get upset that your kid just crawled and then fell down? It's like, oh, thank you. I'm excited. I'm happy for you. Thank you for trying. I'm excited that you're growing. I'm excited that you are pushing to the next level. So why do we, whenever we start something and it doesn't look like what we thought it was going to look like, or it sounds like what we thought it was going to sound like, or we don't have as much money for it as we thought we were going to have much money for it, why do we beat ourselves up? And I'm telling you, because I am like this. I've recently been going through this with my YouTube channel, with the YouTube channel that you're watching right now. If you notice, I think right now I have 25 subscribers. There's plenty of times where I don't even want to make a video because it's like, hey man, are these people actually going to watch it? Are these people actually going to share it? Is there somebody out there that actually really wants to hear my voice? Somebody that out there that actually wants to, that even cares about what I'm talking about? And it's so easy to look at it and say, man, I only got 25 subs. And to be honest with you, there's plenty of days that I've actually fallen into that, where I say, man, I only got 25 subs. Ain't nobody worried about my video. Ain't nobody worried about me posting. It's hot. Give me a second. Ain't nobody worried about me posting. Ain't nobody worried about me coming up with good quality content. Number one, I don't want to put out bad content. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys valuable information when it comes to that. But it's so easy to look at the size of my YouTube channel and just say, maybe. And to be honest with you, there's been days where I say, man, I think I'm going to stop. I think I'm going to quit. I think I'm done. Nobody actually, like I said, it's hard to see the vision sometimes, right? But let me tell you 3 things that I've learned through this journey. 3 things that I've learned through this journey of just perseverance when it comes to small beginnings, right? 3 things that I learned. The three things that I learned is we get distracted by 3 things, okay? 3 things, all right? Number 1, we get distracted by comparison. Comparison is so easy to pay attention to. Hey, well, my YouTube channel doesn't look like that person's YouTube channel. Don't get me wrong, guys. When I'm telling y'all this, I don't got it figured out. I still don't have a solution to all this. I just want you to be knowledgeable. Somebody told me the other day that knowledge is half of the battle. And to be honest with you, that is very true. If you have a good knowledge of something, you can then get an understanding and you can overcome it, right? And that's what this whole YouTube channel is about. But I want you guys to be knowledgeable about this. So that's why I'm going through these 3 things. I don't have the solution or like how we're going to fix it tomorrow, right? But if we have knowledge, we can learn and learn how to defeat this enemy together, right? So number 1 is comparison. My YouTube doesn't look like that person's YouTube. My YouTube doesn't have as many subs as that person. My camera quality doesn't have that camera quality. It's so many things that you compare yourselves to. And whatever craft it is that you have, what are you comparing yourself to? What's stopping you from wanting to go further? What's stopping you that's changing your how you see your craft and making you see the negatives in your craft versus saying, man, you know what? I started today, right? So number 1 is comparison. Number 2 is perspective. I think it's so easy to have the wrong perspective on something. For an example, I told you guys, hey, there's been times that I have even looked at my subs and said, hey, my YouTube ain't growing. Or do people actually care about these videos, right? It's so easy to have the wrong perspective. But one thing I told my wife recently, we had a great conversation about this recently. And that is that even if, let's say tomorrow, and I want you to use this for whatever situation or whatever craft you have, whatever skill, whatever you want to grow, I want you to just put your mindset in this, okay? So keep up with me, all right? Listen good, okay? And let's say, I'm gonna use me for an example. Let's say tomorrow I woke up. I wake up at 4 a.m. Let's say 4 a.m. I hop up, look at my YouTube channel. I got 1 million subscribers. Would I even know? One, I will be grateful. But two, the weight that will be on my shoulders would be insane. Would I even know how to manage that? Would I even know how to steward that properly? So one thing I've really been doing when it comes to when I start to feel that feeling of, man, I only got 25 subs. Do they really want a video, right? And I could even, and that's the reason why I even did OSE. Why I'm doing OSE is because I want to show myself, hey, bro, you can commit for those 30 days. And I'm still planning on committing afterwards, but this 30 days is hard, man. This ain't gonna be easy. But OSC help me focus on, hey, we committing for 30 days. Even I don't care how many subs I got, I can get 0 subs. Y'all can unsubscribe, and I'll still keep posting for these next 30 days. But it's so easy to look at that. Like I said, would I be able to steward that? Okay, would I be able to steward that? It's so easy to say, man, you know, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, but would you know how to manage it? Thank God, like I said, thank God that I have this opportunity this time right now, while I have 25 subs, to make errors. And I thank you guys for being graceful. I'm sure you're graceful. I thank you for being graceful, okay? So thank you guys for the grace, right? But I got time to make errors. I got time to perfect my craft. I got time to get feedback from you guys and understand, hey, why are you guys stop watching after 3 minutes? Why are you stopping? I watch you. Yeah, I've been watching you. Why are y'all stop? Why are they not liking the videos? Why are they not sharing the video with their friends? When I get to perfect my craft for these 25 subs, I could have a good craft for 25,000 subs, right? If I can perfect my craft for these 25 subs, I gotta have a good craft for 25,000. And then what's crazy, I think what we often miss is that when we get, let's say the goal is 1 million subs, there's new challenges that come with 1 million subs. So if I can't perfect the 25 and the 35 and the 100 and the 200 and the 2,000, how will I ever, going from 50 or 25 to 1 million overnight, there's so many levels I would have to jump over in order to be good at my craft. I want to perfect my craft. So number 1 is comparison. Number 2 is perspective. Number 3, this is my last one. Okay, lock in. This is good. Lock in. Last one. And don't get this twisted. Just hear me out, okay? Number 3 is our vision. Whew. Now this hit me heavy. This actually hit me while I was in church, okay? So I feel good about it. But our vision, how in the world does our vision distract us? All right, so I'm a leadership major, right? So I went to school, got my bachelor's in leadership. I love the study of leadership. I love anything that has to do with leadership. A big part of leadership, and you'll see this in scripture, you'll see this in life, a big part of leadership is vision. Big part of leadership is vision, okay? So what happens is a lot of times, as a leader, we'll have a vision. And here's the process I believe. Oops, might have messed up my mic. Y'all still good? Y'all hear me? Okay. Here's the process I believe. When we have vision, we deliver vision to people that can help the vision come together, or we deliver that and we put people in place. As leaders, okay, we put people in place to help that vision come to life, or we do whatever we have to do to make sure that vision comes to life. I think the distraction with vision is we, in so many words, live out of reality. And we don't get to the opportunity to actually enjoy the now. So when you have this vision, if you have this vision of what it's supposed to look like and what it's going to look like and all these things, it's great because vision is good. Don't hear me wrong. Vision is good because we can work our way to those things. But today we don't have that full thing right now. How do we make the best out of what we have today? Like I was talking about the other day, our environment, we want to access our resources. And if you haven't caught that video, that's day 1 of OSE, talking about our environment, learning to adapt or relocate, okay? But our environment, we have to take advantage of our resources in our season. Okay. So we have the vision, we know the vision, but we have to work towards that vision. We can't just get distracted by that vision and start to think, oh man, it don't look like this, so guess it ain't worked. And I'm telling you this because I've done it. I do it, man. I live it. I'll say, oh man, I thought it was going to look like this. When you start to say, I thought it was going to look like this, or I thought it would be like this, you can get distracted about the vision that you have. Does it mean that that thing cannot come to life, that it cannot be like your vision? Absolutely not. It does not mean that it cannot do that. But it takes time. Where we're at today is not where we are going. Hope that makes sense. Hey, day 3 of OSC. Super excited, man. I love y'all. Man, I'm trying to get to 50 subs by the beginning of May. So hook your boy up. Share this video. If this video was good knowledge to you, if it wasn't, okay. But share this video to anybody you know that you believe it will bless. I love y'all. Hey, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Day 4 OSC, baby.